Let me tell you about Artemis. In short, Artemis is our plan to return to the moon. Over the last 50 years since Apollo, many have thought and dreamt about exploring it. Now, finally, we are the lucky few who could witness and experience the birth of human space exploration. So what's in store for us? Well, before we get to that, let's take a step back. In 1961, the Apollo program was announced to finally land on the moon by the end of the decade. After 8 years of unprecedented effort by NASA and its engineers, mathematicians and physicists, Apollo 11 launched from Cape Canaveral carrying a crew of 3 astronauts on board. 3 days later, they arrived in lunar orbit, and on July 21st, 1969, Neil Armstrong became the first man to walk on the moon. A lot of people thought that after Apollo, humanity would push its frontier in space exploration, building a base on the moon and continuing to conquer Mars. That unfortunately didn't happen. After NASA took the trophy from being the first on the moon, the space rivalry between the US and the Soviet Union declined in intensity. After the Apollo program was terminated in 1972, our efforts in space exploration downsized just to low Earth orbit, leaving the moon to be once again out of our reach. On April 12, 1981, the new vehicle called Space Shuttle made its first flight. Promising to be reusable and capable of carrying astronauts to low Earth orbit, many started to speculate what new possibilities can the Space Shuttle offer. Unfortunately, this vehicle was far from reusable and reliable. Yes, it offered access to low Earth orbit and delivered a few very successful payloads, like Hubble Space Telescope, but it was still a step back. When mentioning the Space Shuttle, we cannot forget the heroes who sacrificed their lives in the name of space exploration and died on board shuttles Columbia and Challenger. Despite the setbacks, the dream of returning to the moon never truly faded. In 2004, NASA announced the Constellation Program, a bold initiative aimed at developing new spacecraft and technologies for human space exploration beyond low Earth orbit. The program's primary goal was to return humans to the moon by 2020 and establish a sustainable presence there. Constellation represented hope and a renewed focus on lunar exploration, but it faced numerous challenges, including budget constraints and technical difficulties. The program struggled to gain the necessary momentum and support. By 2010, President Obama cancelled Constellation, citing delays, cost overruns, and a need to prioritize other aspects of space exploration. This decision left many wondering if humanity would ever return to the moon.
I like to skip along, but me, boy, skip. Or whatever you call it. I can't get my left leg in front of me. Dum-da-dum-dum-dum. Dum-dum-dum.
In December 2017, a new chapter in lunar exploration began when NASA introduced the Artemis Program, named after the twin sister of Apollo in Greek mythology. Artemis aimed not only to return humans to the moon, but also to pave the way for future missions to Mars. This program promised a more sustainable and international approach, involving partnerships with private companies and other space agencies. The Artemis program set ambitious goals: to land the first woman and the next man on the lunar South Pole by 2024. To achieve this, the program leveraged cutting-edge technology and innovative partnerships. The Space Launch System is the most powerful rocket NASA has ever built. Designed to carry astronauts and cargo to deep space, SLS features a core stage with 4 RS-25 engines, solid rocket boosters, and higher payload capacity than any previous launch vehicle. The SLS will evolve through various configurations, with Block 1 version capable of sending the Orion spacecraft to the moon, and the more powerful Block 2 planned for future Mars missions. The Orion spacecraft, developed by Lockheed Martin, is designed for deep space missions. It consists of 3 main parts: the crew module, the service module, and the launch abort system. The crew module provides living space for astronauts, while the service module supplies power, propulsion, and life support systems. The launch abort systems ensures crew safety by rapidly pulling the spacecraft away from the rocket in case of any emergency during launch. A key component of the Artemis program is the Lunar Gateway, a space station that will orbit the moon. Developed in collaboration with international partners, the Gateway will serve as a hub for scientific research, crew transfers, and mission planning. It will be equipped with habitation modules, research labs, and docking ports for various spacecraft. The Gateway's modular design allows it to be expanded and upgraded over time, supporting both lunar and Mars missions. The Human Landing System, HLS, is the spacecraft that will carry astronauts from the Lunar Gateway to the Moon's surface and back. NASA selected several private companies to develop HLS prototypes, including SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Dynetics. These landers are designed to be reusable and capable of docking with the Gateway. The Artemis program envisions establishing a sustainable human presence on the Moon through the Artemis Base Camp. Located near the lunar South Pole, the base camp will include habitats, rovers, and power systems to support long-duration missions. The South Pole is of particular interest due to its potential water ice deposits, which could be used for life support and fuel production. The base camp will serve as a testbed for technologies and strategies needed for future Mars missions. The Artemis program is structured in a series of increasingly complex missions. Artemis 1 planned as the first uncrewed flight of the SLS on Orion, testing the spacecraft's performance and systems in a lunar orbit mission. Then, Artemis 2 will be the first crewed mission, sending astronauts around the Moon and back to Earth, demonstrating the capabilities of the Orion spacecraft. Lastly, Artemis 3, the landmark mission, to land astronauts on the lunar South Pole, conduct scientific research, and test new technologies on the lunar surface. The Artemis program emphasizes collaboration with international space agencies and private companies. NASA signed agreements with the European Space Agency, the Canadian Space Agency, and the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency to contribute modules, robotics, and other technologies to the Lunar Gateway. Additionally, NASA's Commercial Lunar Payload Service initiative involves private companies delivering science and technology payloads to the lunar surface, fostering a vibrant lunar economy. Amidst the excitement of the Artemis program, the commercial space sector was revolutionizing space travel. Companies like SpaceX were at the forefront of this transformation, demonstrating new capabilities and driving down costs through innovation and competition. This era marked a significant shift from government-led space exploration to a collaborative approach involving private enterprises. In May 2020, SpaceX's Crew Dragon spacecraft successfully launched astronauts Robert Behnken and Douglas Hurley to the International Space Station from US soil. This mission is known as Demo 2, and it was part of NASA's Commercial Crew Program, which aimed to develop safe, reliable, and cost-effective crew transportation to and from the ISS. The success of Crew Dragon not only marked the first crewed orbital flight by a private company, but also restored America's capability to send astronauts to space independently. Crew Dragon, developed by SpaceX, is an advanced spacecraft designed to carry up to 7 astronauts at a time. It features an automated docking system, modern avionics, and a sleek interior. The spacecraft is launched atop a Falcon 9 rocket, which is known for its reusability, further reducing the cost of space missions. The success of Crew Dragon demonstrated the potential for public-private partnership in advancing human spaceflight. While Crew Dragon was revolutionizing low Earth orbit missions, SpaceX was also working on Starship, a fully and rapidly reusable spacecraft designed for deep space missions, including lunar landings and Mars colonization. Starship is a massive vehicle, standing approximately 120 meters tall, with super heavy booster. It is designed to carry over 100 tons of cargo or 100 passengers, making it the most ambitious spacecraft ever built. Both the Starship and its booster Super Heavy are designed to be fully and rapidly reusable, dramatically lowering the cost of access to space. Vertical takeoff and landing. Starship can land vertically on any solid surface, including the Moon and Mars, enabling versatile mission profiles. And refueling in space. SpaceX's plan to develop orbital refueling depot, allowing Starship to replenish its fuel in space, thus extending its range and capabilities. Starship development aligned with NASA's Artemis objectives, as SpaceX was awarded a contract to develop a lunar variant of Starship as part of the human landing system for the Artemis missions. This lunar Starship would ferry astronauts from the Lunar Gateway to the Moon's surface and back, leveraging its large cargo capacity and advanced landing capabilities. Boeing, another key player in the commercial space sector, developed the CST-100 Starliner spacecraft as part of the NASA Commercial Crew Program. Although Starliner faced delays and technical challenges, it remains a crucial component of NASA's strategy to ensure multiple crew transportation options to the ISS. Starliner is designed to carry up to 7 astronauts and feature reusable components to reduce cost. The commercial space revolution, led by companies like SpaceX, Rocket Lab, and Boeing, significantly impacted the Artemis program. These private enterprises brought innovation, efficiency, and competition to the field of space exploration, driving down costs and accelerating technological advancements. The collaboration between NASA and the commercial partners exemplified a new era of space exploration, where government agencies and private companies work together to achieve common goals. The success of commercial space missions such as SpaceX's Crew Dragon and the development of Starship underscored the potential for sustainable and scalable space exploration. These advancements not only supported the Artemis objectives, but also laid the groundwork for future missions to Mars and beyond. In the early hours of a crisp morning in 2024, the Space Launch System rocket stood majestically on the launch pad at Kennedy Space Center. Towering over its predecessor, the SLS represented years of innovation, dedication, and collaboration. As the countdown reached zero, the engines roared to life and the massive rocket ascended, carrying with it the hopes and dreams of countless individuals around the globe. Artemis 1 was an uncrewed test flight, designed to rigorously test the SLS and Orion spacecraft. The mission objectives included verifying the performance of spacecraft systems in deep space, testing its heat shields upon re-entry, and demonstrating the capabilities of the SLS to carry heavy payloads. The Orion spacecraft, equipped with advanced life support systems, state-of-the-art avionics, and a robust heat shield, was the cornerstone of NASA's deep space exploration plans. As Artemis 1 soared through Earth's atmosphere and into space, the world watched with bated breath. The mission involved a series of complex maneuvers, including multiple orbits around the Earth, a translunar injection burn, and a distant retrograde orbit around the Moon. This orbit, taking Orion farther from space than any human-rated spacecraft has ever travelled, provided a crucial test for the spacecraft's endurance and its navigation systems. The final test of this mission was the re-entry and splashdown phase, where Orion faced its most challenging test yet. As the spacecraft re-entered Earth's atmosphere at speeds exceeding 24,500 miles per hour, its heat shield endured temperatures approaching 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. The spacecraft's advanced thermal protection system successfully managed the intense heat, ensuring the structural integrity of Orion. With parachutes deploying flawlessly, Orion made a safe splashdown in the Pacific Ocean, where it was recovered by a team of NASA and Department of Defense personnel. The successful completion of Artemis 1 validated the spacecraft's design and marked a significant milestone in NASA's journey back to the Moon. The successful launch and completion of Artemis 1 sent ripples of excitement and inspiration around the world. It demonstrated the viability of NASA's deep space exploration strategy and rekindled the spirit of exploration and innovation reminiscent of the Apollo era. The mission not only showcased American ingenuity, but it also underscored the collaborative efforts of international partners and commercial entities in achieving a common goal. With Artemis 1 paving the way, the focus shifted to Artemis 2, the first crewed mission in the program. Scheduled to launch in the following year, Artemis 2 would carry astronauts on a lunar flyby, testing the life support systems, communications, and crew interfaces in deep space. This mission was a critical step towards the historic Artemis 3 mission, which aims to land astronauts on the lunar South Pole. Artemis 1 mission became a symbol of human endeavour, showcasing what humanity can achieve through determination, innovation, and collaboration. It reignited the dream of space exploration, inspiring a new generation of scientists, engineers, and explorers to push the boundaries of what is possible. As the Artemis program continued to thrive, the future of lunar exploration looked promising. Plans for a permanent lunar base, international collaboration, and future missions to Mars were taking shape. However, the global landscape of space exploration was evolving rapidly. China successfully completed its Tiangong space station, announced a partnership with Russia to build a lunar base, highlighting the strategic importance of space exploration. The Artemis Program, along with other international and commercial efforts, promised a future where humanity could sustainably explore and utilize the moon, paving the way for missions to Mars and beyond. The dream of a multiplanetary civilization was becoming a reality, with the moon serving as the gateway to the stars. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, give us a like and subscribe. We've worked really hard on this and we're hoping to improve with every video, so thank you so much.